guys know when Chris Brown say, "Why are you hating from my side of the club? You can't even get in." That's the energy that I'm getting from that TikTok video. Why are you hating from outside the club? You can't even get in. Burkina Faso people do not need an election. They don't need an election. What is the point of elections? What is the point of election if they are satisfied with their current leadership? They don't need an election. And also, anyone who lived and understand the situation in Africa, Burkina Faso currently does not have the security or the technology to prevent any kind of cyber attack or election interference. We all know the West want to take him out. They want to remove him from power because he's protecting his people and the natural resources of Burkina Faso. That's why they want to remove him. So why do they need to have an election? Ibrahim Traore can be in power as long as he wants if he's making sure his people are well taken care of and they are benefiting from their natural resources. Burkina Faso do not need an election. What is the point of elections? I lived in the US here. For the past 3 elections, the Democratic Party did not use the democratic process. They picked people and just placed them and go run for election. And you want that same thing to go to Burkina Faso so that the elite, the European, the US, they can just pick someone and just place him in the position of power in Africa, and then so they can benefit from the natural resources of Burkina Faso? Absolutely not. Ibrahim Traore can be in the position as long as the people of Burkina Faso want him to be. That is even more democratic compared to what we have here in the US. What Burkina Faso currently have in their country is more democratic than what the US have. Because the US is more like the elite get to pick who they want and give them funding so they can run a better campaign. Ibrahim Traore, I wanted to say anointed, but he was selected, he was pushed or enforced by the people to continue doing what he's doing. So anyone that says, oh, they should have an election, no, they don't. What's the point of election? If the people of the country agrees, why do they need to have an election? If the majority of the country agree, they don't need to have an election. He can be there as long as you want. Why you hate from outside the club you can't even get in? Makes no sense to me at all. But you know what? It is what it is. People can just say whatever they want because they're just not happy with what happened in Burkina Faso. They're not happy with Africa taking control of their own natural resources, but it is what it is. But you know what? Stay blessed. I gotta getting my stuff ready for the Golden State Warrior game. But yes, subscribe, like, stay blessed. We out.